Lovely, lovely rendition of our national anthem. We're ready for first pitch here for Game 2. Welcome to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN, as well as the Florence Yells Radio Network on our YouTube audio stream. It's the final time these two teams face off, the Florence Yells against the Gateway Grizzlies. Rory Tettemer alongside Ben Howard. Excited to join you for Game 2. Florence with a 7-4 win just about 30 minutes ago. Moving to 41-30 on the season. Ben, that's 7 in a row, 11 over 500. Feels oh so good.
It feels awesome, and it doesn't feel real quite yet, I don't think, just with how well they're playing. How great would a 4-game sweep and a sweep of the doubleheader be? Florence has just dominated Gateway all season long, 9-2, as the 12th and final meeting between the two comes up.
Yeah, it is. It certainly is something that you're right. It almost doesn't feel real at times. It is,
It's just happened so fast, I think.
It has. This is 7 games this week.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That's really impressive here. So trying to make it 8 in a row here, win the entire week, and it's been led by some strong pitching, some strong hitting from Hank Zeisler and the rest of the crew. Florence has gotten their home runs when they needed them, but it's going to be Jet Lotus on the mound today. He is actually going to be opening this ball game up. We were saying C.J. Blowers the entire way through. Obviously, he was lined up to start here. He will not be opening this game. That will be Jet Lotus. Blowers had been warming up. He had been stretching. I see him still out there. I don't know Toby Hall's exact plan, whether it's, hey, how long can we piece together a bullpen game here, or am I going to Blowers? I think the imminent rain, more rain coming, is playing a piece of that, but I don't know if that's the entire thing.
I'm not sure. What I do know is last time Jet Lotus opened, he ran into a little bit of trouble, but ended up giving a pretty good open for John Gerard. Maybe he wants to try it again with another lefty. I think, typically, if this is a normal opener, the kind of thought process you're having is, well, there's just so many good hitters at the top of this lineup. If you can limit the amount of times Blowers sees at least the top of the lineup, when you go down from Thomas, Horn, Alvarez, it could be a strategy. I am not Toby Hall, though.
First pitch, 3:20. We are underway here for Game 2 on Sunday afternoon. The end of the 7-game homestand for Florence. Jet Lotus against the lefty Darrell Lee. There are 6 lefties in the lineup for the Grizzlies today. It'll be Darrell Lee, Dale Thomas, and Bryson Horn leading things off. That one's in there for a strike on the off-speed, 2-1. Kick, that one misses outside. 3-1 the count. Jet Lotus, coming into this game, Lotus, McAvoy, Karsten, I figured those are the guys that have been fresh. They have not been used, today or even, haven't do much yesterday. That one misses inside. 5-pitch walk to Darrell Lee. The leadoff runner is aboard for the Grizzlies.
Well, walks were the problem last time Lotus opened. That was back on Sunday against Windy City. That's a week ago today. That feels like much more than a week ago. Am I wrong?
It does feel like a while ago.
We've been working a lot this week.
Yeah. No, it's been a grind. Lotus has been incredible when he's been out there. 12 2/3, 6 hits, 2 runs, 9 walks, 10 Ks. The 9 walks is certainly high, but he's been able to keep them from crossing, which is the name of the game. First pitch misses upstairs. Lotus 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, no Ks against Joliet his last time out on the 30th. 1-0 in there for a strike, 1-1. Runner on first, nobody out. Opening frame here of Game 2. Last time Lotus faced Gateway, an inning and 2/3, no hits, no runs, 2 walks, and no Ks. 1-1. Soft served out towards right field. In comes Bobo. He's going to let that drop in front of him. Bloop single there for Dale Thomas. I thought Bobo had that.
Well, I think he just did a little bit of a deke to see if he could get the runner to stay at first base. Putting his glove up like that. But I guess he's going to say no chance at it.
First 2 runners aboard to start off this ball game. Gateway has been no stranger to jumping on Florence early. Seems like every single game so far they've had that early lead. Here's a guy that Florence cannot get out, and Bryson Horn. He had another 3-4 appearance, stay on base. Picked up a couple of hits. Certainly loves hitting here at Florence. A home run yesterday. 2 homers the last series. The 0-1. Grounder right back over to Lotus. He will glove it. His only throw is on to first. It is in time. 1-3 on the putaway.
Horn, at least with a productive out there.
Swinging bunt.
Scoring chance for Gateway early. Sacrifice with a runner over at third.
Yeah, one of their other best hitters, Jose Alvarez. He spent his time tormenting the Yalls a little bit. Florence won game 1, 7-4. Alvarez hitting .351. One misses in 1-0. 1 for 3 in game 1. Second and third, one away. 1-0 misses outside. Has not got that first pitch strike yet. Florence switches up the jerseys. They are now in their home white pinstripes, the pinstripe pants, and red, white, and blue caps. Called time. Home plate umpires instructing him on the rules of, the pitch clock.
Yeah, I don't think anything was called. We're just having a conversation.
Two-0. In there for a strike, 2-1. Good amount of fans still on hand. It's been a long day.
It has been. I'm not sure if all these fans are the same from the first game.
Yeah.
But
Game 1 was supposed to start at 11. Immediately hit a rained away. 2-1, fouls it away, 2-2. And we didn't start that game until 11:27. Then we had a rained away and suspended the 7th inning, a long one. Plus some intermittent rain throughout the game. 2-2. Slang and a miss. Got him on the slider. Nice K there from Jet Lotus.
yeah, that slider just dances. I mean, left to right, so much horizontal movement, and it's a pretty tough guy to strike out in Jose Alvarez.
Yes, it is. 2 away, second and third. Sawyer Smith, the batter. The lefty Smith will dig in. 2 away. Smith was 0 for 2 with a walk in game 1. That one runs inside and hits him. Saved Florence a little because that was headed for the backstop. That will load the bases now for Victor Castillo. It's a different situation for Lotus to come through. Obviously, the start last week against Windy City was his first professional start. He had started just one other time in college at the University of Oklahoma, his senior year or his sophomore year. Not a starter by trade. It's definitely a different feel than coming out of the pen.
Again, I am just curious about the we didn't get an explanation about why he was opening.
Ground ball over towards the second baseman Blomquist. Will toss it over to second the easy way. 4-6 on the fielder's choice. Lotus strands the bases loaded. We head to the bottom of the first. Florence gets their first crack when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Bottom half of the first is always brought to you by Heritage Bank. At Heritage Bank, we believe your money should work as hard as you do. Proudly local, fiercely dependable. That's the Heritage difference. Visit heritagebank.com to find a branch near you today. Tyler Schoenfeld, Brett Blomquist, and Hank Zeisler will start things off for Florence. Very similar lineup to what we saw in Game 1. Brendan Bobo will enter for Marcus Brodell, hitting in the 7th slot. So he will actually take over that spot. It's just a straight switch. Brodell for Bobo. The only other change with that would be Rushford moves to left and Bobo is in right. Josh Dima, the left-handed pitcher on the mound for Gateway, in a spot start here. Saw him earlier this series. Going to try and give a little bit of length to the Gateway bullpen.
Yeah, not sure exactly what this Gateway bullpen has in store, exactly who's all available. I guess we're going to find out with you guys. There are 4 listed relievers in Gateway's starting lineup sheet, I guess is what you call it. One of those 4 relievers is Andrew Ronnie, who was used, I think, a significant amount yesterday.
Yeah. Well, they actually have some of their biggest pieces still not used in this series because they haven't needed them. Matt Hickey and Julio Ortiz, you'll probably see in this game. And Florence really has to get to Dima quick. Want to know the count to the speedster, Shaney Felt. Right now, Shaney Felt with a stolen base, got to number 46 on his single season record. That tied his record. He is now going to try and break it if he gets on base today in Game 2. That average went up to 290. 2-0. In there for a strike.
He did have a chance in that last game, but Blomquist did a single too early.
And he was balked over and won.
That is true. Yeah, 2 innings yesterday for Ronnie, which is one of their 4 guys in relief, but only 21 pitches, so probably if they absolutely need to kind of situation.
Here's the 3-1 in there for a strike. Full count. The speedster Shaney Felt.
Sparks also went 2 innings. He's listed there. He went 2 innings. That's all the way back on Friday. But he faced 13 batters through 49 pitches. So on one day's rest, that's also a little questionable.
Here's the payoff. This is inside. Shaney Felt reaches first. An opportunity here. The lefty on the mound. It's going to be a tight move that Shaney Felt will have to read.
Yeah.
Going for the Florence single season record. Blomquist, the batter at the plate. These two have been working perfectly in tandem as of late. First pitch, off speed misses upstairs. That would have been a good one.
We talk about Dima all the way back on Friday, and just that unique delivery from a lefty. Not the, totally over the top arm slot.
Mm-hmm. Dima from the stretch. The 1-0, Schoenfeld takes off the pitch inside. Throw down, not in time. Tyler Schoenfeld, the single season franchise record in stolen bases. He breaks his own record. Put the crown on him once again.
Few claps, but a little helmet, hat tip, but no base pickup from him. Wonder if Tyler Schoenfeld is in attendance to see Tyler Schoenfeld take that stolen base record.
There you go.
Very fun to do it against yourself.
Yeah. Will be an easy changing of the guard there.
Yeah, nobody's hurt.
Just got to look in the mirror, yeah. Hey, nice job. Pat on the back. 2-0 the count.
Passes the baton to Tyler Schoenfeld.
There you go. First pitch, ground ball over towards the third baseman. Throw on to first is in time. 5-3 on the put away. Looked back, Schoenfeld. It was a 2-0 ground out there from Brett Blomquist. Brings up the captain, Hank Zeisler. Zeisler and his torrid pace this week.
I think Jason Garrett is just strictly calling on Babe Ruth right now.
Zeisler with 7 home runs on the week. It's incredible. Something I have not seen in my broadcasting years. That one misses outside. You know, it was fun. He was, chasing down the franchise home run record. And then he just kept hitting. And he just kept hitting homers and homers and homers. And now he's at 17. He's at 50 career home runs now for Florence. Just padding the stats on it.
The most impressive part to me about it is he's the first 80 RBIs leading the league now, and they intentionally walk him.
Wow. They're going to hold up 4 after a 2. Slow clap over there for Jason Garrett, the voice of the Grizzlies. Happy that they did it. 2-0, they just didn't want to throw him a fastball after.
That's the 2-0 count.
Yeah.
That really puts the cherry on top. But, man, just 1 out of the inning, and it's the first inning, no score. That's a rare intentional walk. I'll tell you who might take it a little personally. It's the man at the plate.
Yeah. I don't even know if it's just to face Richardson. We saw what Joel Yett did. They obviously didn't want to face Richardson.
Yeah.
And they opted to throw to Hank Zeisler, and Zeisler hits the walk-off 3-run homer against them. That was something, we didn't really talk about. Richardson is having such a good season, and he's been so incredible at the plate that they didn't want to face the captain who's now leading pretty much every statistical category in Florence franchise history. 1-0, runs inside. Guess they didn't want to face him either. A hit by pitch will load the bases.
All right, here's a big spot for Milo.
It's always brought to you by Airport Paint and Body. Life throws a fastball at your ride. Call Airport Paint and Body to smooth you out and get you back in the game. AirportPaintandBody.com. You're right, Milo Rushford, bases loaded, 1 away. Florence trying to get on the board. Rushford had a tough game 1. Was 0 for 4 with 3 Ks. Bases loaded. 1 away. Bottom of the first. Lefty-lefty battle. First pitch all the way to the backstop. Takes a gateway hop. Tag applied is not in time. Tyler Schoenfeld is injured on the play.
Oh, man.
Take another look.
I don't know what. Is it a shoulder? Is it a chest?
It does look like he's holding the shoulder. He might have subluxed it or popped it out.
Yeah, the hand immediately goes to that left shoulder, and it doesn't do much once he's on the ground.
Thing is, he already scored, so this isn't like an indication that he's being taken out of the game.
Right. We'll have to wait to see.
Patrick McCormick, the athletic trainer, will go and look at him. If it's a subluxation, I've been through there. That is absolutely painful. It stays with you for about 3 to 5 minutes as like brutal pain. And that's when the shoulder moves but stays in the pocket or, comes out and goes right back in. So it's not fully popped out. It happens to me all the time.
That does not sound fun. It's never happened to me.
No, it's not fun, but you would stay in the game. Now, if it's an absolute dislocated shoulder, then, yeah, that's a totally different situation because McCormick will then have to pop it back in. And I don't know if you come back in the game after that.
Obviously hoping for the best.
Yeah.
Really good hustle from Patrick McCormick there, too.
Florence takes a 1-0 lead there on the wild pitch. Runners move to second and third. And a 1-0 count with 1 away to Milo Rushford. I honestly thought it was like something in the back at first. 1-0, misses downstairs. I thought it was like like something spinal, and I was like, oh my gosh, just got like bent up.
There wasn't much movement after he went to the ground, which would make sense with the shoulder, where you're just trying to be so careful with it. But that's all obviously very scary.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 2-0 in there for a strength. We've spoke about this before. It's led to the tear of my labrum. Now I've done it a million times. Here's the 2-1. Misses out. I said I've done it in bed before.
That's brutal. I think there's someone waiting for Milo Rushford home run out in right field.
Someone just evacuated the premises. Yeah.
The high, tall grass outside of the stadium in right field.
It's about what Corey and I's lawn looks like right about now. Have not got someone to cut that recently. That one misses outside. So that is the third essential walk from Dima and a hit by pitch to reload the bases. Now it's Garrett Broussard.
We've been there before on the opposite end of this for Florence. You don't have many pitchers available. You just need at least a couple innings here.
Everything that Gateway is going through right now is what I went through last year, and even this year.
Yeah.
I've been there. I know it's tough.
I think Ronnie's warming up. You're in a tough situation if you're Gateway, because you really do need to get these games in because you're trying to catch Florence or Schaumburg in a playoff spot. But the more games you play, you're just not in a great spot offensively. You've played some high-scoring games all week against Windy City and Florence.
They have 6 games against Schaumburg left. So that's really what they're going to have to focus on. Like, you got to win a lot of those to make up some ground.
Windy City, Evansville tied up in the 5th, 4-4. Boy, is that a Windy City score if I've ever seen one. 4-4 in the 5th.
4-4 in the 5th. So what? That is we win, Evansville loses.
If we win this game and Evansville loses this game, we would be tied win-loss-wise. We actually would have played 2 more games than them at this point. But I just did realize iScore has them playing another game today. So I think there's a doubleheader makeup, which would make sense if they've played 2 less games than us.
That'd be good. First pitch to Broussard, misses outside.
So there's actually no way for us to be tied. There is a world where we are actually ahead of Evansville by the end of the day.
Good.
We would need to win today. Evansville would need to lose both.
That switches everything in terms of where you'd be going in a playoff spot. Obviously, a month to go. 1-0. Skies it out towards right field. Thomas, pretty deep, makes the grab. Tagging from third is Zeisler. Throw coming to the plate. It's not in time. Oh, Milo Rushford was tagging from second. That puts Richardson between second and third to end the inning. So a running mistake from Milo Rushford. Was trying to advance on the throw. Richardson was not. They get doubled up after the fly ball. A run does come home. It's 2-0 Florence. We head to the top of 2 when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Top half of the second always brings us our umpire intro, brought to you by Pella Window and Door. Looking for a clear view of every call? Trust Pella Window and Door to bring you replay-worthy clarity and craftsmanship you can count on. Pella Window and Door, so good. Even the ump home is a thing. Back to the crew chief, who in this 4-game series will be behind home plate twice. That's Jacob Waldrop behind home plate. Down the first baseline will be Larry Hudson. Down the third baseline, Larry Hudson. Down the first baseline, Michael Love. Tate Wargo, Brendan Orff, and Cole Brandon. First three to face Jet Lotus in this inning. 7, 8, 9 for the Grizzlies.
Schoenfeld did go to the locker room in between innings.
So Marcus Brodell actually moves into center field. He'll be in the leadoff spot. That's fouled away.
And boy, are you hoping that it's just a precautionary thing.
Yeah, you hope so.
Got a long road trip. Not necessarily a long road trip, but a far road trip coming up.
And, it's public knowledge. It was posted on Instagram from Jackson Tucker. He is actually will be leaving the team. That one misses outside, 1 and 2. Tucker, I don't have all the details, but heading to another job in teaching in his career. So he'll be over there, I believe, as a vice principal. I assume back in New York. So best of luck to Jackson Tucker. But Florence, now a outfielder down that was hitting 300. And, a very talented base runner, defender as well. They will be looking for some guys to fill that role.
And now, too, if Schoenfeld is unable to go, you might be scrambling to find someone by tomorrow, if that's even possible.
Yeah.
Because you're basically losing a bench.
That one's roped into left field. In comes Rushford. He makes the grab. Unfortunately, I'm also going on vacation too, so I can't get picked up.
I can play first.
You're right. You do have Hank that could play the outfield.
Yep.
I mean, your one bench piece right now, though, would be the catcher.
It'd be your catcher, assuming Zay DHs. You never want to lose your DH.
Yeah.
Which, again, Harbison can play first. Beadle, I haven't seen play first.
Yeah.
But most catchers can.
That one's punched over the glove of Blomquist into right field. Looping line drive single from Brendan Orff.
But you are in a situation where, something happens, someone gets ejected, someone gets hurt, what have you. You're in a tough spot. You're probably asking Harbison to go play first and Hank to go somewhere, whether that's second or the outfield.
Might bring Angelo on and have him as the emergency catcher.
That's true.
That's the only spot where you could play, though.
Right.
First pitch, soft served right over towards Dylan Baker, who makes the grab. Out number 2, pop up in the infield. That'll bring up the top of the order. Runner on first, 2 away. It's Darrell Lee. Walked his last time up, stranded at third. Seems as if the Florence Y'all's analytics crew is searching night and day for an outfielder, any sort of offensive replacement. Now, the thing is, I don't want them to sleep until they do find one. So it's going to be a lot of Red Bull, a lot of energy drinks.
Well, I mean, you don't have much sleep at this point. We need one by tomorrow.
That is true. Can't hit the golf course tomorrow. They just got to keep calling and DMing people. That one's fouled away. What an interesting process. No one really notices that, a lot of getting players is randomly having their number and, DMing them on social media sites and having some sort of connection somewhere. Baseball's a small world.
I'll tell you what, Vlad's DMs look like yours, Rory.
He's got women in his DMs? Is that what he's saying?
I was going to say it's his to players is like yours with girls.
Oh, jeez. What a conversation. That one misses outside off the glove of Harbison. On to second is Brendan Orff. Wild pitch there from Jet Lotus. Either way, we do wish Jackson Tucker best of luck. Certainly a move that caught me by surprise.
Yeah, didn't see it coming.
But I think he was even taken aback with it. 2-1. Off speed, beautifully placed in there for a strike. I'll never forget Jackson Tucker watching the Knicks win the championship in Gateway's clubhouse. 2-2, skies it out towards right center field. On the run is Brodell, right at the warning track. He makes the grab to end the inning. Lotus strands a runner in scoring position. He goes 2 scoreless. We'll see if that's it for him. Heading to the bottom of the second, the Yells with a 2-0 lead when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Bottom half of the second inning, a look at our Thomas More scoreboard. Always a scoreboard partner, Thomas More University. There, you'll be able to take your life and your career as far as you want it to go. Apply or donate today at thomasmore.edu. New pitcher out there for the Grizzlies. It'll be right-hander Andrew Ronnie in for Josh Dima. Dima goes just a single inning to open up this ball game and hands the ball over to Andrew Ronnie. That is a Hooves Hangout pitching change, looking for the perfect spot to relax and open your favorite Pokemon or baseball trading card. Visit former Reds reliever J.J. Hoover. Hooves Hangout today, 405 Washington Street, Suite D in Alexandria. Dima does not allow a hit, but does give up 2 runs on 3 walks and no Ks. And was also let off the hook.
It was an interesting first inning. But Ronnie threw 21 pitches yesterday. Can't imagine he goes deep into this game. Again, the 4 guys available out of the bullpen, probably almost all going to be used.
He'll have his work cut out for him. Brendan Bobo, Dylan Baker, Kyle Harbison, 7, 8, 9. It's not often you see Bobo down in a spot like this.
No.
I have never seen him in the 7 spot in quite some time since, Bobo was just starting. He wasn't Brendan Bobo yet. He was just the 4th outfielder for the Florence Yalls last year, 2025, early 2025, and then started to get that consistent playing time and turned into the man he is today. The 1-0, fouls it away.
I don't hate this move. His numbers are still great. He's been a little bit down with the contact and just still having the same issues with swinging at too many pitches. What happens is you get more favorable pitches to hit typically when you're more down in the lineup. Pitchers are less worried about you, trying to use you as kind of a free out, which is just what Brendan Bobo absolutely is not.
Oh, Laura Renke filling us in here. So I was just given a bunch of different information. I thought he was vice principal, which sounded weird as the immediately out of college getting a vice principal job. He's actually accepting a role as a head athletic trainer. Athletic trainer, head of the athletics department is what Laura Renke said. She's the host mom of Jackson. 2-2. Called strike 3 on the outer half.
It's pretty close.
First K of the day for the Grizzlies pitching staff. Sits down Brendan Bobo.
It's very cool, though. I think that's a great gig for him. I can really see that.
I could definitely see that, yeah. I thought Laura was here. She was definitely here for the first game.
Yeah,
it might have been too long. Might have been too long. She's missing some great weather right now.
Let's go where Wyatt Sherman is, too. Is he at home, too?
I don't know where Wyatt's at. 0-1. That misses upstairs. He might be with Laura.
Yeah.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Appreciate Laura giving the facts there. Either way, no longer with the team, but still best of luck. It's Jackson Tucker. Got a lot of talk for Laura's host kids there. Shaney Felt gets injured, Tucker gone, and I have no idea where Wyatt is.
Where to be found.
That's the host monster. The 1-2. Fastball misses outside. 2-2. Ronnie from the windup working quickly. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Sits down Dylan Baker, back-to-back Ks for Andrew Ronnie. His last outing when he was throwing 22 pitches against Florence on August 1st. 2 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, 3 Ks. Went right through Florence.
Yeah, he's one of the guys that Gateway's going to be happy that they have left. Flowers is throwing out in that left field Florence bullpen, by the way.
That would probably put the end of the night to Jet Lotus's 2-inning line. Now it's fouled away. That's a good opener roll.
Hey, you're expecting just 5 innings out of your
5, and
pitcher.
we'll see you. We'll see you in New Jersey.
That's far.
Here's the 0-1. Misses outside. Nice slider there. 25.77 on the spin rate.
It honestly, doesn't sound as far because of you're comparing it to Brockton, which is you're coming back from, which is a lot further. But it still is going to be a long one.
1-1 in there for a strike. Just know that I did it last year for Quebec. Technically Quebec. Trois Rivières. Right in that same area. But we had to be woken up to get over the border. 1-2 misses upstairs.
Everyone had to give their passport.
Not only are you waking up, you're get off the bus, go through this customs thing. Really was odd. 2-2. Called strike 3. Ronnie comes in and sits down Florence 1-2-3 with 3 Ks. We head to the top of the third. It's time for Tettemer Trivia. Florence with a 2-0 lead when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Top half of the third inning, always brought to you by the Roar Agency, located in all 50 states across the nation. Feel the Roar difference with Roar Insurance. Visit us today at roarins.com. Jet Lotus will start this inning at least. C.J. Blowers continues to warm up in the bullpen for Florence. He'll face 2-3-4, the heart of the Gateway order, Thomas, Horn, and Alvarez.
This would have been where I make the move, but I am not a professional baseball manager.
Yeah.
It is second time you're facing the big three, Thomas, Horn, and Alvarez.
And I've only seen Lotus go more than 2 innings a handful of times.
Right.
You know, not often. Does fire that first pitch in there for a strike. The 0-1 misses downstairs. Thomas, Horn, and Alvarez. Top of the third always brings us our Tettemer Trivia. way it works. I read a question in the top half of the third, give you guys the answer in the bottom half. You have the opportunity to play along. Head on over to Twitter. The question is live. It's rtettemer9 or Florence_Yalls. Comment your guess in the comment section. I will shout you out here on the broadcast. Ben, I threw some trickery at you guys for the first Tettemer trivia of the day. I think I really caught everyone by surprise. And that was my hope, honestly. Check swing goes around 2-2. This one, no trickery here. No trickery here, Ben. Straight up
Fastball?
Straight up fastball, yeah. And I'll even throw the glove flip at you. I'll signal the fastball's coming. 2-2. Called strike 3. Fastball there, dots up the outer half. That's the second K of the day for Jet Lotus. Starting to get into a groove. That'll bring up Bryson Horn. So our Tettemer trivia question of the day presented by the Roar Agency. Paul Skeens is one of just 2 pitchers since 1901 to record 5+ innings, 5+ Ks, and 1 or 0 walks in 4 straight home games. This happened last season for Paul Skeens. I want to know who is the other. Called time here. Toby Hall going to walk out to the mound.
Can't imagine why he would just call a mound meeting. This should be it. Or maybe they give more time to Blowers. He does love making these mound meetings, and then, yeah, here comes Blowers.
Yeah, lefty. They will go to C.J. Blowers. So a pitching change. Let me finish the question, give you guys time to think about it. Paul Skeens, one of just 2 pitchers since 1901 to record 5+ innings, 5+ Ks, or 1 or no walks in 4 straight home games. Who is the other? My hint, it's a Cy Young from 2000 to 2025. Somewhere in there. So I'm giving you guys a very thin margin. Cy Young player from 2000 to 2025. We will talk a little bit more about that after this pitching change. Back here in the top half of the third. 1 away, bases empty. C.J. Blowers will enter this game officially. It will count as a relief appearance for Blowers. Bulk relief. Has been a very good starter. His last 2 times out for Florence, ground ball, first pitch. Horn grounds it over to Zeisler, takes it himself 3 unassisted. 1 pitch, 1 away. 2 away now in the inning. That'll bring up Jose Alvarez.
Go righty to lefty here, change up the look from Lotus to Blowers. So Itty Cy Young winner basically is what we're naming in the last 25 seasons.
Last 25 seasons, yeah. I mean, if you want the league, I can give it to you. If you want the league where he won the Cy Young, I can give it to you. Let me know how easy you want me to make it.
So this is, it limits you at about 40 pitchers-ish. It's another, one of those random stats where it's not like, oh, this guy, I don't know, this guy was really good at home.
Yeah, for 4 starts.
Yeah.
4 consecutive starts. 5 innings, 5+ Ks. Ground ball over towards the second baseman, Blomquist, right at the chest. Throw on to first is in time in a 1-2-3 frame for the Y'alls pitching in the third. Heading to the bottom half, get your guesses in for Tettemer Trivia when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Bottom half of the third inning, it's another Hooves Hangout pitching change. Albert Rivas comes in for Andrew Ronnie. Looking for the perfect spot to relax and open your favorite Pokemon or baseball trading cards. J.J. Hoover, Hooves Hangout today. Rivas actually threw in game 1 today, so this is his second time throwing today.
You don't see it a whole lot, but they didn't use him a ton in that first game.
He will face the top of the order for Florence. That won't be Tyler Schoenfeld. It will be Marcus Brodell.
Schoenfeld has come back into the dugout with looks like ice on his shoulder. You'd hope that's a good sign. I don't think that actually means anything. But
Yeah. Like I said, it's whether it was dislocated fully or just sublexed.
Right. No matter what, even if it is sublexed and you talk about you're usually fine after 5 minutes, I don't hate taking him out for precaution.
Marcus Brodell will lead things off.
The Tucker news is going to give this guy a little more chance to get some more consistent run, and I don't hate that at all. Obviously, losing Tucker's big.
Yeah.
In its own right. Constellation is I do like Brodell getting some playing time.
Oh, yeah. We've been pioneering for Brodell to get some action. That one misses downstairs.
Just look at a 916 OPS.
Schoenfeld walked, stole second to break the single-season record, and then came home to score where he had that, I don't want to say collision, but had that play at the plate.
I think collision's fair.
Yeah, that hurt his shoulder, and he either dislocated it or sublexed it. Here's the payoff. Misses downstairs.
So you're not going to give the league?
You want the league, Ben?
I don't care. I just want to know what other people think. I want to know if Analytics Crew wants the league. Do you want the league?
It's a walk. It's a walk to Marcus Brodell. That's his third walk of the day. He had 2 in game 1. He will take over at first.
They want it.
They want the league. All right.
I said I really didn't want it, but the Analytics Crew really wants it, so you might as well give it to
All
him.
right, so it's a Cy Young from 2000 to 2025. It's in the National League. Got the Cy Young in the National League.
You know what? I was thinking Shane Bieber, so that
Okay, well,
eliminates it.
yeah, that takes that away.
So I appreciate that. DeGrom now, maybe?
0-1 misses out. Again, we are playing Tettemer Trivia. Paul Skeens, one of just 2 pitchers since 1901 to record 5+ innings, 5+ Ks, and 1 or no walks in 4 straight home games. Who is the other? 1-1 misses outside. Cy Young in 2000 to 2025 in the National League.
You would not go back to the Phils.
2-1. I want skied away. Try and keep you on your toes. I will say that Phillies one today was outlandish. I mean, just I knew that would cause fits.
Could it be Kershaw?
It was one. It was one last year where I had Kyle Schwarber as the example, fouls it away, but then Kyle Schwarber was also the answer.
What was the? How did?
It was something like Kyle Schwarber, just hit 20 homers against left-handed pitching. Who has the most homers against left-handed pitching since whatever, and it was Kyle Schwarber.
That's outrageous.
Yeah, something like that. 2-2. Pick off. It's 0-0 going. Nobody out. Runner on first. Florence with a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the 3rd.
You're really making me think they've played in both the NL and AL.
Ooh. For this certain player, I honestly don't know. Like, the end of his career could have got interesting. 2-2. This is inside. The last few years, I got no idea.
I might change my answer a little bit.
Brodell takes off at first, swing and a miss. Throw down to second, not in time. So a strikeout to Brett Blomquist, but Marcus Brodell does steal second to move him into scoring position. That's the first K for Albert Rivas. Brings up the captain, Hank Zeisler. Again, first base is open. Not an immediate 4.
NL Cy Young.
They're going to throw up 4.
You kidding me? Let's play baseball, man.
They're going to intentionally walk Hank Zeisler. Now, with these intentional walks, he just broke the franchise record for walks.
Oh, my goodness. Is there anything in a more Hank Zeisler way?
That's incredible. Hank Zeisler just broke the all-time franchise walk record on an intentional walk. And he's got a big smile on his face. Oh, tip of the cap.
Let's play baseball, man.
Man, what a way for that to happen.
That is unbelievable. The most believable thing ever at the same time.
Those go down, obviously it's an intentional walk. You don't even have a chance, but it hurts your stats. They go down as walks. There's a line drive right over at the third baseman who snags it for out number 2. That was 80 off the bat there of Richardson. Runners first and second, 2 away from Milo Rushford. We do have to get to our answer, Ben.
You threw a wrench in my plans at the very end. You didn't know where he was at the end.
You want to extend it to the 4th?
No, I'll just go DeGrom.
All right.
No, but you said the end of his career.
That one's fouled away.
Oh. Give me Strasburg.
You're going to go Strasburg?
Yeah.
All right, Strasburg, your final answer. I am going to start reading, so that's locking in. Florence Y'all's Analytics was first to guess Corbin Burns. We then had Wyatt Sherman guess Roy Halladay, and then changed it after comments to Brandon Webb. 2006 Cy Young, Brandon Webb. 0-2 to Rushford. swing and a miss. This one's going to extend it to the 4th anyway. And Rushford was just ejected from the ball game. Florence is in a big-time situation.
Oh, no.
Wow. Rushford ejected. That means that Zach Beadle is going to have to play a position in the field unless you switch Harbison. One of Beadle or Harbison will have to play a position in the field. And Florence has used all of their bench pieces here.
This will be fun to sort out.
Yeah, and Toby Hall is now having some words with the home plate umpire, Jacob Waldrop, who's tossed Toby already this season. That'll do it for us. I won't wait to see if there's an ejection. We'll head to the top of the 4th. We'll get that Tettemer trivia answer when we return.
Well, certainly an interesting change of events. Zach Beadle now into catch. So Florence comes into this game. You typically have your 12 hitters, 12 position players active on your roster. Jackson Tucker down. He's no longer with the team, left last night. Tyler Schoenfeld gets hurt in the first inning of this game after a play at the plate. And now Milo Rushford has just been ejected from this game. Two of your position, or 3 of them really, of your 9 left are listed as catchers. One of them, your designated hitter, you don't want to lose him. Kyle Harbison got the start behind the plate. He will go play first base. Zach Beadle will come in to catch.
So that means Beadle will be hitting in Rushford's spot.
Yeah, and Hank Zeisler will move from first out to left field, which is where Milo Rushford was. C.J. Blowers back into the game for the 4th inning. Let's go through that defensive alignment once again. Zeisler in left, Brodell in center, Brendan Bobo out in right field. Garrett Broussard at third, Dalen Baker at short, Brett Blomquist at second, and C.J. Blowers at first base.
And your best athlete as a pitcher is probably already pitched in Jet Lotus.
Is that what you would have put in?
I think
in the situation?
Jet 1 being the fastest last year.
Okay.
He's like a 2 handicap. I'm going to give him best athlete.
Okay. You hate to start thinking about that. You're probably not going to any of the starters via Yadier Villalobos down the outfield.
Webster's a 2-sport athlete in Ryle High School. He was bowling varsity bowling at Ryle High School.
Well, the lead's 2-0 for Florence here at the top of the 4th. The count is a ball and a strike on Sawyer Smith, the 5-hole man for Gateway. 5, 6, 7 in the lineup for the Grizzlies. C.J. Blowers got open for 2 1/3 innings through. He recorded the last 2 outs, just 2 batters faced in that third. Check swing, runs inside and hits Sawyer Smith. He will take first base. We also did not get to the answer of Tettemer trivia. Check swing, they say he didn't
Are
go.
we saying he didn't go around there?
I don't think he did. You think he did?
Take a look at the replay.
Yeah,
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Definitely a good call. Hit by pitch. His second hit by pitch of the day. Yeah.
Not gonna feel good.
I can also get to our Tettemer trivia here.
Go ahead.
So you said Strasburg. Florence Y'all's Analytics said Corbin Burns. And Wyatt Sherman, splitting off from Florence Y'all's Analytics, said, was it Brandon Webb?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon Webb. We had Rich Tettemer said Jacob deGrom. Corey Call said Zach Wheeler, who's never won a Cy Young. And Tyler Douglas said Trevor Bauer.
One on, nobody out. Pitch right down the middle of the zone to Castillo.
Sergeant Bilko said where, just curious. Oh, I think he's talking to Laura. I think that's it. I think that's it for our guesses today. Don't think anyone else came in. All right, so we got Strasburg, Webb. Oh, Holiday was the first guess from Sherman. Corbin Burns, Jacob deGrom, Zach Wheeler, Trevor Bauer. Hey, you guys have pretty much hit a lot of them. It was a pitcher in the NL Central. That one's fouled away. The NL Central Cy Young Award winner. Did not stay with that team. Ended up with a 3-year, $75 million contract to leave that team.
Still away to the 0-2. Runner takes off. A hit off the end of the bat, right into left field. Hank comes up, and then goes back and makes the play. And retreating all the way back to first base, Smith.
And the Tettemer trivia answer happened in 2015. It was Jake Arrieta of the Chicago Cubs who was our answer of the day. Jake Arrieta. No one got that right today.
That is unbelievable because I was thinking about him until you said, or I was thinking about it for a while and I dismissed him pretty quickly. And he would have been a perfect guy that you wouldn't know where he ended his career. And he wasn't in my mind anymore at that point.
Let me see where he ended his career. And he went back to the Cubs. Came over to the Phillies, robbed them of $75 million. I mean, was one of the biggest robberies in the world.
Swing and a miss, 1 on, 1 out now for T. Wargo.
Went to San Diego and then over to Chicago.
That's crazy.
So did stay in the NL the whole time.
Jam shot opposite way for Wargo. 0-2 count.
He started his career with Baltimore, though.
That's right.
Yeah. So that was a reverse of it. But obviously won that Cy Young in 2016. Had a great season 2015 where that's actually where he led pretty much all the categories. No, he won Cy Young in 2015. And then it was just an all-star in 2016.
Yeah. 0-2, swing and a miss. Flowers does not realize that's the second out of the inning. Boy, this game, it's just got a weird feeling. It does. Florence is getting no hit right now and has a 2-run lead.
It is absolutely weird. You're right. Florence has no hits, but with a 2-0 lead, and they've been like threatening in every inning.
They have.
They also have no more bench pieces.
Hank Zeisler's in left.
I'm pretty certain Toby survived. Getting ejected there. I don't think he got ejected.
2 down, off speed, upstairs. Runner on first, 2 outs now. Top of the fourth, 2-0 lead for Florence as Brennan Orff hits. He's got a little versatility. He's playing right field today. Saw him mostly first base and DH the first few times these two teams have played. It's the 12th and final game between Florence and Gateway this season. Ball and a strike, foul back. So Blowers has now faced 5 batters. An inning and a third through. The only battery left or let on was that hit by pitch to Smith, who's still standing over at first base. Long hold and a look to first for the 1-1. Runner takes off, pitch a strike, throw down to second. Is in time. Got him. Zach Beadle, another one-hopper, and an outstanding tip of the cap to Larry Hudson, who had one of the best out calls I've seen.
Wow.
Zach Beadle throws a runner out at second. We go to the bottom of the fourth, still a 2-0 lead on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Back here at the bottom of the fourth, Florence has a 2-0 lead, going for a 4-game sweep, but also a double-header sweep today of the Gateway Grizzlies. Still no hits in this game for Florence, as another Hooves hangout pitching change for the Gateway Grizzlies. It's actually the first time in a 4-game series that we will see Matt Hickey. And we'll remind you, if you're looking for the perfect spot to relax and open your favorite Pokemon or baseball trading cards, you got to visit Reg Reliever J.J. Hoover at Hooves Hangout today at 405 Washington Street, Suite D in Alexandria. There's going to be some shakeup in this Florence lineup. Not at this part yet. It'll still be Broussard, Bobo, and Baker, 6, 7, 8, as they still go for that first hit. C.J. Blowers had initially come back to the dugout, then gone back out to the bullpen. He's coming back to the dugout now. Not sure if, looks like he might have just been getting some water. Broussard to start things off. First pitch at the knees, called strike one. Well, Broussard had an interesting play to end the first inning. He had a sac fly that gave Florence their second run of this game. Fouls back the 0-1, evens the count up at 1-1. Gateway is just going an inning apiece so far. Albert Rivas, his day is done. He looked decent. Did not give up a runner, a hit in his inning of work. He did walk a couple of batters. One of those was the intentional walk to Zeisler. Struck out a pair of batters as well. High chopper over to short. Sawyer Smith charges and throws to first in time. One gone. Brendan Bobo's second opportunity. Bobo also today's Wendy's double stack batter of the game. Wendy's delivers high quality food transparently. Grab a juicy double stack today at your local Wendy's. Florence fans in attendance hoping they can do that for free. A Bobo double. Fastball runs in for ball number one on the Florence right fielder. He has not been affected by all these weird changes, ejections, injuries in this game. Just continues to go play right field where he has all season. Off speed catches the middle of the zone for a strike. Talked about how he has not hit seventh much this year. A new spot for him. Grounder foul down the first baseline. All of Bobo's starts this year in the batting order have either come first, third, fourth, or fifth. Swing and a miss. He is down on strikes once again. He's going through a little bit of a slump. Trying to work his way out of it. 2 down, retired in order now for Matt Hickey. Florence still looking for that first base hit. 2 outs, nobody on for Baker. 2-0 lead for the Alls. Another slider, swing and a miss on the first pitch for Baker. This is the 6th strikeout for Gateway pitching today. One of them has come to Baker. Fastball runs in, so a ball and a strike on the Florence shortstop. Bottom third of this Florence lineup. Very small sample size, 4 plate appearances, but they are all 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. That's the part of the lineup that Andrew Ronnie came in and struck out the side and left the game without a peep. Tried another slider, this time off the plate. Puts Baker head 2-1. We'll continue to monitor that Evansville-Windy City scores. Florence right now at this moment sits 1 game back for that first wild card spot. 3-1. Fastball low. Gateway moves 4 games back of Schaumburg as it stands. Still waiting that Schaumburg score for the West Division leader. That's going to be their easiest path right now to the playoffs. Foul ball off the end of the bat by Baker. Count. He is now full. Action pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Florence trying to avoid going down in order for the second time today. Payoff pitch. Skied into right. Shallow right. The second baseman Thomas is going back too, and he's going to call everyone off to make the grab. 1-2-3 inning. It's the second one for Gateway pitching so far. Still no Florence hits, but a Florence 2-0 lead. Going to the 5th. The Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Florence maybe start counting outs. We're top of the 5th. They're 9 outs away from a 4-game sweep of Gateway. It's a 2-0 lead at the top of the 5th inning. And C.J. Blowers is out for what would be his second full third total inning of work. 2 and a third for him so far. Eight, 9-1. It's a good spot. Brendan Orff, Cole Brandon, and Darrell Lee. Orff did single last time up. That was back off of Jet Lotus. First pitch, swing and a miss. Comes with that over-the-top off speed. Orff, a 13th round pick to Toronto. Fastball up and in to even the count up at 1-1. Again, Blowers coming in relief, but definitely more of a starter. It's been in the rotation for Florence. Opener situation, his curveball misses in to start off 2-1. He's gone 5 and 6 innings in 2 of his first 3 starts of his Florence career. Last one, earlier this week, he went 6 innings at just 2 earned run baseball against Joliet. And then Had a great couple innings of color on our broadcast the day after. 2-1 swing and a miss. Blew a fastball by Orth. Talked about it in the first game. This would be, you call it the 6th sweep if we're counting the 2-gamer of Gateway for Florence this year. They're 5th on the road. A lot of them have come against the West Division. Kicks and fires. The 2-2 pitch is up and away. Counts full. So 1 against Gateway, but it was just a 2-game sweep, which I think is fair because this is the makeup. So if you sweep them at 4, that's 6-0 in those 2 series. Counted as 2 sweeps. Payoff pitch is grounded through the right side of the infield. Harbison or Blomquist, neither of them, I think, communicated on that, but neither of them really had a chance to make the play. So Brendan Orff, a 2-hit day. Will stand over at first. Game-tying run coming to the plate here in the 5th of a 7-inning game. As the lefty Cole Brannon hits. Frontier League veteran. He's even spent some time with Florence. Squares around a bunt, pulls it back pick over to first base. Beetle just throw a little late. Beetle had the caught stealing at the very end of the 4th inning to get him out of it of Sawyer Smith. But, yeah, so 1 already against Gateway, 1 against Mississippi, 1 against Schaumburg, 1 against New Jersey. Bunt laid down to the third base line. Throw for Broussard goes to second, and he got him. You rarely ever see a play like that with a charging third baseman throw to second there. A one-hopper fielded by Baker over at second. Heads up play, gutsy play for Broussard to get the lead runner.
Gutsy is right. Take another look at this one on HTN. I mean, you don't see the arm angle there of Broussard, but that was, throwing fully across his body and just used the turf to its advantage to bounce it over there.
Top of the lineup, 1 on, 1 out now in the 5th. He grounds 1 through the right side. Another base hit as Brandon will round second and head to third. Throw from right comes in for Bobo when it gets to the backstop, but hits hard enough off to keep him there. But Lee gets into second on the error in right from Brendan Bobo.
Yeah, I think Bobo knows better than that. Brandon was rounding it before he even fielded. And I guess Blowers wasn't backing up third either.
So here's a big spot for Florence. Game tying run at second. It's scoring position now. First run of the game over at third base. As it's a still 2-0 Florence lead. 1 out of the inning. As Dale Thomas hits the big part of the order. So this is it for Gateway. I mean, looking to just salvage a game of the series. You have an opportunity with 2 runs to tie it both at scoring position, and you have your big 3. Thomas, Horn, Alvarez coming up. 1 out of the inning. Lefty on righty battle as Dale Thomas steps in. First pitch outside for a ball. Thomas had a multi-home run game earlier in the 3rd at 6th innings. Gets his home run total up to 15 on the season. Fastball up and away. He's got a 2-ball, no-strike count. Flowers last for another baseball. He's been known to get out of these jams, but not a huge strikeout guy. 6 strikeouts in the first 3 starts in his Florence career. 0 in that first one. He had 3 in each of his last 2 starts. 2-0 is popped up right side. Will it stay in play? Foul territory. Harbison over, and it bounces off the net first, so it wouldn't have been really a chance, I don't think. I think it bounced before he could have reached it up in the air. So 2-1 is the count after the foul ball here from Thomas. Brannon's over at third. Lee is at second. 2 singles in the inning, exact same thing. On the ground through the right side of the infield. 2-1, runs inside. A little bit of a check swing, no appeal needed. He did not go. He's got a hitter's count, 3-1. Blowers really has to be careful here. Nobody warming up the bullpen for Florence. Set of the belt. Kicks it, fires the 3-1. It's inside again. The bases are loaded. Go ahead run moves on base. Single. Bunt, fielder's choice. Single and a walk. And the bases are loaded with 1 out.
Does bring the double play ball back into play.
Does.
And a lefty-lefty battle.
Bryson Horn has put the ball on the ground both times today. A ground out to the pitcher and then a ground out over to first. But he's got the bases loaded with 1 out, down by 2 in the top of the 5th of a 7-inning game. Gateway's leader in home runs. Fastball up and away. Got a 1-0 count. Horn made it all the way up to AAA in the Braves organization, played with Mississippi when they were the AAA organization of Atlanta. And that ball gets behind him, but Beadle stops it.
Wow.
Beadle just saved a run there. Very fortunate. Brannon was off the third base bag and looked like he was running home. But Beadle does a nice job keeping that in front. Brannon able to get back. But that's ball 2, and Blauer's starting to lose command of the zone a little bit. 2-0, jam shot, opposite field foul behind home plate.
You know, it's a new role for Blowers here. He was in a role in the starting rotation, and for really no reason, you threw him in a bulk relief spot. It's a totally different way to get ready and prepare for a game.
It is. 2 1/3 for Lotus before Blowers took over. This one off-speed hit well and a right. Brendan Bobo is going back, and so is Marcus Brodell at the wall, and I think it's off the wall. So Brandon will score. Darrell Lee's getting the wave around third, and right behind him, a good throw at home, and they got him. Another outfield assist for Florence, this time at home plate. One comes across, but they save the lead as Darrell Lee gets thrown out at home. Marcus Brodell had a jumping play at the wall. And another great outfield play keeps this a 2-1 ball game.
It'd be an RBI single. Was he already on his way to second?
I think he was on his way to second. Now, Toby Hall, intentional walks contagious potentially, as Jose Alvarez will be intentionally walked. I don't hate that.
Sawyer Smith is a very talented hitter.
Either an RBI single or a double. But an RBI base hit nonetheless for Bryson Horn, but a running mistake there for Lee. And what was just a bad send from Kyle Goodell.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I had to send him because Dale Thomas was right on his back.
That is true. That's a good point. Thomas stays over at third. Horn is at second. Now Alvarez on the intentional walk at first. A 1-run game, bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch to Smith is popped up, right to Blomquist. He lets it drop and throws to first to get out of the inning. More defense for Florence to get C.J. Blowers out of the bottom or top of the 5th. They keep a 2-1 lead going to the bottom of the 5th. The Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. The first time Gateway will keep a pitcher into the second inning of the game. We reach the bottom of the fifth. Matt Hickey is still on the mound after a beautiful bottom of the fourth. 1-2-3 with a ground out strikeout and a pop up to second. 2-0 Florence lead. The Yalls are being no hit into the bottom of the fifth and have a 2-1 lead, I beg your pardon, after Gateway gets one in the top half of this inning. On an RBI, what we ruled it a double from Bryson Horn, but the Florence defense throws out a runner at home plate because the ball was hit so hard off the wall. Brodell made a leaping attempt at the wall, and it just missed going out by a foot or so. Hickey, one of Grizzlies' best bullpen arms this year, a sub-4 ERA and a sub-1 whip is what you're really going to like if you're a Gateway fan. 9-1-2 for Florence, Harbison, Schoenfeld, and then Blomquist. Kyle Harbison makes a second at bat, his first at bat as the first baseman of this game, after Florence had an outfielder leave yesterday, an outfielder exit with an injury today, and an outfielder ejected today. The first baseman, Hank Zeisler, plays left field. Kyle Harbison takes the first pitch inside for a ball. Home run at 16 RBIs on the season. Grounder over to the third base side. Pretty hard hit, but fielded on a couple of hops by Tate Wargo. Throws to first in time for the out. 6 straight Florence Yalls retired from the cleanup spot down. Something else to think about as Marcus Brodell makes his way to the plate. Both sides in this doubleheader have had catchers that had to catch both games. Gateway with an injury to Otto Jones yesterday. Florence with all of this happening. Harbison moves to first. Beadle, who caught earlier today, now is to come into the game and catch. First pitch is low to Brodell. Walked his first time up. It's now 2 times through the order for Florence. Hitless against 4 different Gateway pitchers. An inning of 2-run baseball on no hits, 3 walks from Dima. Andrew Roddy struck out the side. Albert Rivas walked a couple of batters, but he struck out 2 in his scoreless frame. Brodell punches foul opposite way. And now an inning and a third so far for Hickey, all retired in order. Flowers ran into his first bit of trouble there in the top of the fifth. I keep doing that. 1-2 offside, could not catch part of the zone. So we'll see what Florence wants to do with these last 6 outs. I think that's Will Karsten going out to the Florence bullpen that just opened the gate and it might warm up. This could be a situation where you go clean up, save Karsten McAvoy, which is what you're trying to get in a rhythm of as Brodell fouls it back 2-2.
No, Karsten was warming up actually near the end of the last inning. And he is, throwing hard out there. So I assume it's going to be his 6th.
Brodell hits one high into medium depth center. Brandon still trying to size it up, but he gets it right by his head for out number 2. Brett Blomquist try to break up this no-hitter. If there's anyone to do it, someone who's been hot, it's him and Hank Zeisler, who's on deck. Off speed outside for a ball. Zeisler's just having fun. I just saw him take a couple of righty swings in the on-deck circle. Wouldn't that be something? Show up your opponent, step into the opposite batter's box. As Blomquist is going to pop it up another 1-2-3 inning as long as Brandon makes another play, and he does, for out number 3. So we are through 5, and Florence has a 2-1 lead. Flowers goes back out. Still no hits for the Yalls. They go for the 4-game sweep. Rory Tettemer back on the mic on the Frontier League Network, powered by HCN.
Top of the 6th inning, C.J. Blowers back out for another inning of work. Florence with a 2-1 lead over the Gateway Grizzlies. Blowers will face Castillo, Wargo, and Orff. Lefty, righty, lefty, lefty, lefty. Due up for the Grizzlies. That's why Blowers still out there. Will Karsten does seem to be ready in the bullpen, so maybe a short leash for Blowers. Gave up his first run in the 5th. Florence has been playing some pretty impressive defense behind him to keep this a 2-1 lead. We will welcome into the booth Kurt, Cowboy, better late than never, old classic Kramer. Kurt, how are you doing? Kurt, let me break this down for you. We're in the top of the 6th. The Yells are winning 2-1. We're down to we have no more bench pieces left. 1-0 misses upstairs. One of our players was ejected. One dislocated or subluxed his shoulder. The Yells are being no hit and winning 2-1.
I see this. I came up and I saw 0 hits on the board, and then they told me the scoop on the game here. What a wild game. And what seems like an eternity I had to wait to rip this victory pack.
It is a victory pack for you. And it's only the 1 pack here for Rip That Pack. So you'll get 4 cards, and you know, this isn't even really a win. I mean, 2-1 fouls it away. Can he win this just by default?
No.
The pack. No,
What
I don't think we can count.
He's going to randomly give 2 each. And then you could.
Well, the back one's always the best one.
Yeah, so, I guess it'll be tough.
No, he gets the high-low. And he's gonna get at least some color, which is better than what we've seen. So you're gonna get a perspective, and you're also going to get a baseball border. Perspective cards are very cool. And you also just got Yordan Alvarez. That is a $15 card.
Just the base.
Nope, because he's gonna win AL MVP.
Okay, fair enough. And then a Tovar from the Rockies, and then a Paul Skeens.
Perspective. Ground ball over towards Blomquist, who fields it throwing to first, is in time. 4-3 on the put away. Let's take a look at that.
You're right. That's a sweet card.
It's a sweet card. They're just inserts, but they are, I mean, extremely cool. That is this Skeens perspective card. It's almost like just a photo card.
And then a Luis Arias.
Luis Arias, yeah. And we love these baseball borders. Luis Arias, decent name, future Philly. Possible deadline name here within the next 24 hours from the San Francisco Giants. First pitch misses upstairs to Tate Wargo. But, yeah, Yordan Alvarez is the one you're going to want to keep on to. Let me get that MVP buyback for you. So base is about $20. You get store credit.
Okay.
I mean, you could sell it probably $15 online. Refractors are $40, and then numbered is like $100. Under $100 numbered is $200. You know, depending on what it is. There's a called strike in there.
I'll be honest, I didn't even know that was a thing on the base cards for the buybacks.
So it's the chromes, and last year I got I had a Judge base card that I was able to turn in, and 2-1. Misses downstairs. I actually used that credit to buy a holiday box.
Okay.
That I got a numbered Ronald Acuna out of.
Nice.
So it was a good trade.
Nice. Yeah, that's a great trade up.
I think Yordan's the runaway favorite in the AL right now.
Gotta be.
3-1. Fouls it away, 3-2.
But another box for us with nothing crazy.
Another box that's unnumbered. We didn't get anything numbered. I mean, you end up, even with the 20 buyback, even with the $20 buyback, you only make your money back.
And this might have been the best pack in the
100%.
The pack.
Yeah, that's the pack. What were you numbered out of? What was the high number? Here's the payoff. Skies it out towards right field. Bobo has room. Makes the grab for out number 2.
It's that great of a pack, and he's not even going to get a win for it. Do you want to give him an honorary win?
Pretty amazing. I'll give him a tie. How about that? We'll give it
honorary tie.
How about I take away a tie?
Doesn't really do
all
much.
The same.
Yeah.
No, I just hate looking at ties.
I mean, you can take them all away for all I care.
You actually could. It just shows, it just goes, number-wise, how many Rip That Packs we've had. I don't think we've missed too many games.
They let me know the trophy for this is in current production. So the Rip That Pack 2026 winner. Get a nice.
Whoever wins has to give their most expensive card on their PC to the other.
Get my Jordan Beam team.
1-0 in there for strength 1 and 1. 2 away with the bases empty.
I think I'd cry if I had to hand over my Jordan Beam team to you.
I got that Andrew Painter 101 in my office. The 1-1 pitch fouls it away.
This has been the weirdest weekend ever.
Yeah. It's been a weird week. We didn't get any numbered cards on Rip That Pack. Florence has won 7 in a row. It doesn't even feel real.
No, it does not.
My entire travel day is ruined. We're all over the place. Flowers trying to go 1-2-3. The slow windup. 1-2 pitch. Fastball upstairs, no good.
So what's in store for you, Rory? You hit the road tonight, or you hold out?
I was
till the
gonna,
morning?
but it's like a 10-hour drive. I'm not. And I'm running on about 4 hours of sleep, too, so. Swing and a miss from C.J. Blowers. 1-2-3 frame. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Last chance for Florence to get some insurance. Last chance to get a hit. Currently being no hit when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Bottom of the 6th, Florence with a 2-1 lead. There being no hit through 5 innings. This is going to be a telling inning here for Gateway management, for the Gateway team. Hank Zeisler leads off this inning. Now, they've intentionally walked him, Kurt, the last 2 times because he's like a god to them. The opposing broadcaster has strictly called him Babe Ruth.
The man.
He's the man. In those 2 intentional walks, he broke the franchise all-time record for walks.
So let's chalk up the records for Zeisler in this homestand. We have
in the homestand, you just got home runs and walks.
Okay.
In the season, you got hits, home runs, runs scored, RBIs, walks. And he's soon to be at doubles right here. Cranks one high and deep out towards right field. First pitch, ambush home run. Hank Zeisler, the first pitch he sees today after being intentionally walked twice. His 8th of the week. He is unstoppable. It's 3-1 Florence.
Yeah, I don't believe what I'm seeing. I really don't believe what I'm seeing at all. I mean, moves to left field, too, in this game. A 2-homer game earlier today. He has killed Gateway all season, all weekend, intentionally walked in his first 2 plate appearances of this game. Florence didn't have a hit. They needed a run of insurance. 1 pitch. Goodbye.
So I'm gonna
8 home run week.
At some point, you had to throw to him.
Wow.
And he makes you pay. And I will retract my statement. He saw 2 pitches before he got intentionally walked
That's
that
right.
first time. It was a 2-0 count as Richardson skies one foul. It's also the first hit of the day for Florence. Not getting no hit. It's 3-1 Y'alls.
And I'm not someone to take a lot of credit for myself. We won't go into detail. There was a conversation had earlier this week, and I just think that it's a big reason this is happening. Again, we don't need to go to detail about that conversation, but I just can't believe what I'm watching.
Here's the 0-2. This is upstairs. 1-2 the count. Nobody out, nobody on.
Probably won't.
Here's the 1-2 to Richardson. Misses outside. It is incredible. I didn't even see where that pitch was. Was it middle? Was it left over the plate?
No, it was over the right field wall is what I saw.
That is true. Ooh, Shaney fell in a sling right now.
Yeah.
That's not a good sign. 2-2 skies it high right side. Second baseman Thomas is going out, and he makes the grab in front of the right fielder for out number 1. Got to bring up Zach Beadle. This is Beadle's first plate appearance today. It is. Came on actually in the 4th. He gets his first plate appearance in the 6th. Man, I mean, he gets walked twice intentionally, and to open up an inning, you had to throw to him. You don't want to put insurance on the base paths to start an inning. They throw one pitch, and he takes it to deep right field. And you were asking for pull side homers.
Yep.
His last
Second.
2.
Yep.
He's now at 18 long balls on the season.
Stephen Gregg, nobody loves him more than him.
Yeah, ground ball right back to Hickey. He gloves it, throw on to first is in time. 1-3 on the put away brings up Garrett Broussard, who's 0 for 1 with a sac fly.
Look, he came into this week, and we touched on it a little bit. He came into this week, kind of like a sleeper in outside pick potential for MVP candidate. He will exit this week as a legitimate MVP candidate.
He has skyrocketed into this situation. No apparent reason. Kyle Goodell will make a pitching change for Julio Ortiz, it seems, with just 1 out to go here, because they wanted him to face Garrett Broussard, I guess. Short. We will get a Hoops Hangout pitching change when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Back here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. First pitch to Broussard is fouled away. It's a new pitcher. Julio Ortiz comes on with 2 outs. Nobody on base in the bottom of the 6th. This is a 7-inning doubleheader Florence just needs 3 outs on the other side of the ball. Whether it's going to be Karsten or McAvoy, we'll stay tuned. That one's roped down the third baseline with foul. Garrett Broussard's average has dipped below 300 for the first time in millennia. Now hitting 298. Did have a sac fly earlier today. Picked up RBI number 47 on the season. 0-2. Off speed called, strike 3. That will end the inning. Just the one batter there for Julio Ortiz. We head to the top of the 7th. Florence hoping to seal off this 3-1 lead. No action yet. We'll see who comes out to the mound. Kurt, that's going to do it for you?
It's going to do it for me. What a great week here at Thomas More Stadium with the Florence Y'alls, and just some incredible baseball this week. And it's been great being in the booth with you, Ben. Thank you, Rory. Thank you. And I will see you guys in a couple weeks.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kurt. It's the top of the 7th. Florence with a 3-1 lead over the Grizzlies, trying to get the 4-game sweep, trying to go a remarkable 10-2 against them on the season series. C.J. Blowers is going to stick out there. First pitch from Brandon is skied out towards right field. Brendan Bobo, an awkward catch, but he does make the one pitch, one away. This is a save opportunity, actually, for C.J. Blowers. No, you know what? It's actually not a save opportunity because he has to get the win. And he can't get the win and the save. So it would be a win for Blowers versus the save. One away. First pitch to Darrell Lee is in there for a strike. Pretty incredible resilience from Blowers because it was going into the 6th inning where they had Karsten warming up, thinking that he would come in, and Blowers goes 1, 2, 3 and retires 5 in a row here. That one misses downstairs. 1-1. And now is, trying to finish off this ball game and pick up a sweep, 4-game sweep of the Grizzlies. The 1-1. Skies it out towards left field. It's well hit. Zeisler in front of the warning track. Does make the grab, his first put out in outfield. What can he do? 2 away. The base is empty now for Dale Thomas. Launched 2 home runs in game 1 today. I am in awe of Zeisler. And let me tell you this. We've spoke to Hank Zeisler the most amount of times over every Florence Y'alls player. It comes to a point where it's like, hey, we got to start, interviewing other people. And he's forcing the hand. He's forcing the hand of having to speak to him after the game. You can't find anyone else, the player of the game, both games, that have done anything as remarkable as what Zeisler has been doing. So, going to be talking to him as long as Florence does hold on as the player of the game. It's just really impressive. It really is. Here's the 1-0. Ground ball up the middle. That's through for a base hit. Thomas extends this a little longer. It does bring the tying run to the plate in Bryson Horn. Bryson Horn, a RBI single his last time up. It was bases loaded, hit off the top of the wall. About as far as you can get for a, that's actually an RBI double, but as far as you can get for a single RBI double with the bases loaded. Pretty amazing. Runner on first, 2 away. First pitch, misses upstairs. Here's the 1-0. Skies it high out towards right field. Bobo at the warning track. He makes the grab, and the Y'alls have swept the Grizzlies in a 4-game series. That's 8 wins in a row, 12 over 500. They win the entire 7-game homestand. These Y'alls are red hot. Wow. Some of the best Florence Y'alls baseball I have seen in my time here. I cannot believe it. Hank Zeisler, 8 home runs on the week. The captain doing everything he can. Picked up 3 homers today. A 2-homer game in game 1 and a insurance solo blast here in game 2. I mean, just incredible stuff. But the pitching did its job. Jet Lotus, 2 1/3, 2 hits, no runs, a walk and 2 Ks. C.J. Blowers finishes it off for the win. And the loss will go to Josh Dima, who started this game off with 2 runs in the first inning. Florence did not release that lead. A 3-1 win for the Y'alls. Also some tame baseball. You know, not a absurd score. It's a 3-1 ball game. I mean, other notable performances really in game 1. Florence had just the 1 hit. It was Zeisler in game 2. They were about to go 2 games, or they were about to go a 2-0, 2-1 win without getting a hit if Zeisler doesn't have that homer there in the bottom of the 6th. Ben Howard's going to have a special interview here. It will be Toby Hall and the captain, Hank Zeisler. Let's send it down to Ben for our player of the game.
Thanks, Rory. Well, Hank, you know the drill. We're trying to find anybody else to talk to, another player of the game, but you do not make it easy. You have probably the best week of baseball that I have seen. You set the franchise record for all-time home runs. You hit a walk-off home run. You're the first in the league to 80 RBI. It's a 7-home-run week. You lead the league in RBIs now, and your team just went 7-0 this week. Is this the best week of baseball you think you've played?
That's a pretty awesome week right there.
It certainly is, and especially today was an interesting multi-home run day earlier. You've killed the Grizzlies all year long. You get intentionally walked the first 2 times, and then the first pitch you see in your third plate appearance, you put another one over the right field wall. Was there a little frustration about getting intentionally walked? You took the anger out of the ball?
No frustration. It's a sign of respect, which is cool. But I figured Hickey, that guy throwing, I know he's got me a few times this year. Considering I haven't swung a bat in 2 hours, I figured I was getting a first pitch strike, so I was just hunting the zone, and I got it.
Well, Toby, you've been around baseball for a very long time. You've been in the MLB. Where does this compare to some of the weeks you've seen?
Well, Hank's like how we used to pitch Barry Bonds. Honestly, it would be in those situations, and finally we would get there, and all of a sudden, walk him twice and home run. I tell you what, the culture that exactly what I really wanted to hear in Florence is exactly what we have. So I owe it all to the players, and it's just good, and we just keep rolling.
Well, that's a perfect segue, as your teammates are going to try to cool you off. It won't work the week you had.
So, yeah.
But he was talking about the culture, and again, you guys go 7-0 this week. How fun is it to be playing with this team right now?
It's a blast, and Toby's exactly right. It's a culture that we've been building here for a few years, and we're just the right pieces at the right time, and it's showing. So we're playing good baseball. We're having a lot of fun. We're going to keep it rolling.
Well, Hank, go get a nice bath.
Thank you. I need it.
Appreciate you, Rory.
What an interview. what a post-game interview. That had a lot going on. Hank gets, what about 5 or 6 hats on in his head. He gets fanned off, and we also get the Y'all's manager on the post-game interview for the first time this season. Florence, you are just watching a organization, a club right now that is red hot, and they will try and continue that as we head to a 6-game road trip heading east over towards New Jersey and Massachusetts. A 6-game road trip against the Sussex County Miners Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and the Brockton Rocks Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Florence, 8 wins in a row. They are now 42-30, 12 games over 500. Let's do a little scoreboard watching as we are trying to figure out where the Y'alls can be after tonight. Evansville and Windy City seem to be in a doubleheader. Yeah, they are, because they just went back to the bottom of the first game. Winning that first, or bottom of the first and the second game, winning that first game was Windy City. So Windy City has come out on top. Evansville does take a loss. I'll wait for the division standings to actually update today before I, speak over everything. But if Evansville loses again, I mean, Florence is going to be in a hunting spot here in terms of, what they are, what they can do rest of the way. And really, I probably went into this 7-game homestand thinking, all right, didn't think we were going to win all 7. Go to the next week, split 500 on the road. Obviously, it's a lot of long travel. Florence, it's tough for any team to go play after a 10-hour drive or, a 13-hour drive imminent. So thinking 500 baseball maybe, is a good week over there in the Atlantic. With the way this team is playing, I don't keep anything off the table. It is, a fun to watch. I used to pray for times like this in 24 and 25. So certainly some of the most exciting baseball I've had the privilege of broadcasting, and it's fun day in and day out. The Y'alls, 8 wins in a row. It is something. It certainly is something. Ben's right. It's happened so quickly, and we're happy to see it. And we got through. Got through both today after some rain delays early. It was sunshine and fluffy clouds here for Game 2, ending, right around 5:10. That'll do it for us on the Florence Y'alls broadcast as well. The Frontier League Network powered by HTN. It won't be me on the 6-game road trip. Got to send Ben down at some point. Ben will be handling all 6 of those games for you guys. Don't worry, I will be tuning in just like the rest of you and still handling all the other stuff for us. So it will be Ben. You'll be able to enjoy his voice for the 6 games before we have 6 more games 2 weeks from now. I guess about a week and a half. 6 more games here at home. Just going on and off the rest of the way. 6-game homestand, 6-game road trip, 6-game homestand. Should be some fun baseball still to play in August, but I can't tell you how great it is to see this team playing this way. Good pitching, good hitting, and just all around good camaraderie through and through. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. It was a long broadcast. It's been a long day starting around 11:27. The original game was supposed to be at 11, right now at 5:19. So it's been a lot of baseball for Florence just these past few days, and they get the off day tomorrow before that 6-game road trip. Signing off, that was Ben Hauer on the field. You saw Kirk Kramer. I've been Rory Tettemer saying so long from Thomas More Stadium, and y'all have a good night.